Homelessness in the United States. With the chaotic state of the world today, homeless people are often overlooked, despite the fact that we as a nation have the resources and the ability to completely end homelessness. According to the National Alliance to End Homelessness, there are over 580,466 men, women, and children sleeping on the streets of the United States as of today. With the chaotic nature of life, you or somebody you know could soon become part of this statistic. Homelessness is an ever-growing problem in today's society, and today I will be calling on you to help end it. Overall, homeless rates are rising, and we have the resources and the ability to build better housing and better support systems to help end it. The suffering and marginalization of hundreds of thousands of Americans could finally come to an end. The homeless problem is only getting worse, and homeless rates are on the rise partly because with rapidly advancing technology, many jobs are becoming obsolete due to automation. Time Magazine 2020 states that over 400,000 jobs were lost to automation in U.S. factories from 1990 to 2007. This problem is only being exacerbated by COVID, and many jobs lost during the pandemic have forever been lost due to automation. With this rapid growth of automation, Time Magazine 2020 states, robots could replace as many as 2 million more workers in manufacturing alone by 2025. Automation is inevitable, and the problem is that little is being done to protect workers from the inevitable. Brookings Institution 2019 states the current worker adjustment system in the United States is wholly inadequate. This means that no job replacement programs are in place and no skill training is being offered to help workers if they lose their job. Also, little transitional housing is available in the event that they do lose their job and they can't afford to pay rent. Cooperator News 2020 states, since 2010, policy changes have resulted in fewer transitional housing options for the homeless. With a lack of support available for people at risk of becoming homeless, the problem will only continue to get worse until we find a solution. The solution is raising awareness and taking action. Protests have been proven to be an effective way of enacting rapid change. From the Boston Tea Party to the Civil Rights Movement, protests have been proven to force government action. In more recent times, the LGBTQ and BLM protests have managed to create major public awareness and promote societal change. The same could be done with protests to raise awareness for homelessness and force government and private action to donate to nonprofits in order to prevent homelessness. Protests need to be targeted at the government and major corporations to fund nonprofits. Nonprofits such as Hope of the Valley Rescue Mission in LA have already started building housing and providing mental health services to the homeless. According to Insider 2021, the 117-home, 224-bed community built by Hope of the Valley is the largest tiny home village in the U.S. In this village, they provide more than just housing. Insider 2021 states they provide mental health treatment, job resources, and case managers. This project costs just $5.1 million, and with the homeless population of LA hovering around 64,000, housing and other services could be provided for all for only $1.5 billion. Funding for nonprofits could easily be allocated by the government and major corporations to help end homelessness. According to the U.S. Department of Defense website, the Biden-Harris administration submitted to Congress the President's fiscal year 2022 budget request for $752.9 billion for national defense. This, plus the multiple trillion-dollar companies based in the United States such as Google, Facebook, Apple, and Tesla, there is plenty of funding to go around. And it is sickening to think that there are still people sleeping on the streets of the United States as of today. With the amount of resources available at our government and private businesses' fingertips, homelessness could be stopped in its tracks. What does the future hold for homeless people in the United States? There are two possible outcomes for homeless people in the United States. Outcome one, homeless people could be provided with the resources they need, such as free transitional housing, free and transitional housing. They can also be provided with job training and mental health resources in order to help turn their lives around. Outcome 2, the homeless epidemic is overshadowed by less important issues in today's society, such as politics, and the homeless rate keeps rising, and thousands of Americans continue to die on the streets of well-developed cities. The outcome is in your hands. In short, homelessness is on the rise, and we have the ability as a nation to stop it. The fate of thousands of Americans rests in your hands, and in order to help them, you need to raise awareness, protest, and donate to nonprofits. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." This dystopian future, where people are left to die on the streets of the wealthiest country in the world, can be avoided, and all you need to do is act.